Welcome to the NOFSRL. The Dover Motor Speedway has played host to some of the most thrilling action we've seen in stock car racing, and the Trinity River Cup Series is no exception. In Season 1, we remember it for the thrilling final 5-lap battle between Stephen Colon and Jacob Ritz, and then Colon holding off a hard charge from Eric Jacks to get his first career win at that point here in this series. In Season 2, we remember it for the thrilling final lap duel between Trey Wright and Colton Yo. Yo taking advantage of lap traffic to get around the 38 of Wright and scored his first and only career win in this series. Last season, it was chaotic and action-packed for the first half of the race, but then in the second half, Benny Watson, who had proved to be the dominant driver of the series to that point, scored his third win of the season here at the Monster Mile. We'll see what the fourth iteration has to offer here. We're here back at Dover Downs for race 10 of the season here, and instead of 60, 80 laps like we have the last 3 seasons, we did 60 season 1 and 80 in each of season 2 and 3. We're doing 63 laps here in this race in what is now known as the Hersheypark 312. Hopefully it is going to be another epic here at the Monster Mile. Let's take a look at your point standings coming in. It's Nicholas Samadio leading the way, 276 points towards the championship. He's 15 ahead of Trey Wright, who finished second here in Season 2 in that heartbreaking finish. 34 ahead of Kyle McLeese, 49 ahead of Marty Sakala, 51 ahead of both Dale Lightning and Mitchell Henderson, 52 ahead of both Will Parrish and Alejandro Cruz Jr., 56 ahead of Brock Nelson, and 60 ahead of Caleb Rose. Caleb Rose starting on the outside pole position here for today's race. We'll see what he has under the hood of his Mercedes. Maybe he could go up there and get career win number 1. Well, that's going to round off the pre-race here at Dover. Let's go down trackside. We'll get you a starting lineup so we can get this show on the concrete on the road. And the engines will come to life here at Dover. 40 going to roll off from the pit road. It's Mitchell Collins in the Fitzwater Collins 43 Shell Ford on the pole position, starting alongside the Drive to Survive presented by the FIA Mercedes number 15 of Caleb Rose. In row number 2, we find the body armor number 54 Ford of Ethan Lewis, the Daytona 500 winner, starting alongside the winner of the Texas Motor Speedway race. It's Mitchell Henderson in the Irwin 88 Toyota. In row number 3, we find the points leader, the Advanced Auto Parts Chevrolet of Nicholas Samadio, the 98 car starting alongside Season 2 Series champion Caden Miller in the Busch Light 81. Row 4, we find the Back Tools Toyota Sam Oskin there, starting alongside the Gulfstream Chevrolet number 14 of Blake Parker. Rounding out the top 10, Alex Lozano in the Donut Media colors there, starting alongside the 7 Nike car of Paul Antoine Sierra. Pace car down the pit road. We're ready to get it going here. The Monster Mile, 63 laps. It's going to be a fun one. Let's get it going here at Dover. The Hersheypark 312 is green. Collins leads lap number 1. Ethan Lewis settles into second. Samadio up to third. Oskin fourth. And then it's Alex Lozano fifth. Here comes Lewis to the inside of Collins looking for the race lead as they head down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Not able to make the move for the time being with Samadio to try to take a look on the 54 as he slips wide going through turn 3 and 4. Alphabet not able to get to the inside of Lozano just yet, but look through the rest of the field. 2 and 3 wide action taking place here in the opening laps. Here comes Lewis back on the backside of Collins, heading through turn 3 and 4. A 3-car breakaway from the rest of the field for the time being, as here comes Lewis to the inside, gonna sling down there looking for the race lead. On lap number 4, he'll take the lead away from Collins, heading down the back straightaway. Oskin now back behind Samadillo, and Mr. Edge looking to gain some ground on Lewis to potentially take the race lead for himself. As Collins continues to slip backwards on that outside line, Lozano and Alphabet going to try to split the middle there. 3 wide for a moment, but now Rose going to get to the inside. They'll go back 3 wide. But Rose not able to make it stick off the second corner. Alphabet will stretch away, but he'll slip way wide going through turn 3 and 4. Up front, Samadillo has caught Lewis. He won't be able to make the move for the lead yet. He just stays there. If he keeps... Oh, he took a look, but not quite able to make it stick down there. 2 and 3 wide behind as McShane goes down to the inside of Keegan Thompson. We use up every inch of real estate on the inside of that 17 to take the position away. That's back there for 12th on the racetrack. Up front here on lap number 7, Samadillo taking another look down to the inside of that 54. Headed off into turn number 3. He was close enough to make the move, but he did not make the move. Now he's closing up to the backside of that 54. Once again, coming to lap 8. Here he goes to the inside, looking for the race lead. Both of these drivers looking for their second win of the season. It'll be Samadillo moving to the point here at the Monster Mile. Sam Oskin has not won yet this season, but he won 3 times 1 year ago. He's going to the inside of Samadillo now, not able to make it stick yet, so Samadillo will lead lap number 8. Here's Lozano going to the inside of Lewis for the 3rd position. Alphabet to 4th now as Lewis slips back another spot on the outside. Biller now going after Rose. Is he going to make the position stick on the inside? Yes, he will. He'll take the spot away from the 15. That's 6th on the racetrack. And here's Oskin all over the backside of that 98, but Alphabet will be the one to make the move into 1. But he'll do it on Alex Lozano. Is he going to make it stick? No. Lozano's going to work the top side and hold on. Good hard racing here in the first 10 laps. Oskin back up to the backside of Samadillo. Not going to make the move, but Alphabet's going to have a better chance of getting around Lozano this time, and he will do just that. Here's Oskin taking a look to the inside off of 2. Will not get to the inside of Samadillo, though, enough to take the position away. Samadillo's just so strong up top. So on to lap number 12 we go. An average race speed of 165.003 miles an hour here in the first 11 completed laps. Now Samadillo stretches away from Oskin, but he slips wide in 3 and 4. That'll bring the 83 right back up to him. See if Oskin may have a chance to get around that 98. Meantime, battle for 9th place on the racetrack. Roberto Crown Jr., the 27, getting around the 05 of Alejandro Cruz Jr. Heading off into turn 3. Crown will clear the 05, and Oskin has once again caught Samadillo, but he's not able to make the move once again. Oh, Samadillo's going to slip up. Oskin's going to give him the boot scoot boogie down the back straightaway. Here we go. He's down there. Heading off into turn number 3, looking to take the lead away. And he is going to. Sam Oskin to the point. I think we've already seen more lead changes in this race than we've ever seen here at Dover Motor Speedway in any single race in years past. Here's Samadillo going back after him, but not able to get down there, so Oskin will stay up front and might lead a few laps here. Crown getting ahead of the 05, and Durrani also gets around his teammate, but now he'll go to work on the 27 of Roberto Crown Jr. Sear looking at the inside of McShane. That's for 13th as McShane hammers the wall, as does pole sitter Mitchell Collins. But up ahead, Sam Medio's going to make another move for the lead. Here he goes to the inside of Oskin, and he'll easily take the spot away. Surprisingly, nobody has been able to catch them when they've been going back and forth. Alphabet the closest one in the Spotify 3, winner at Richmond 3 weeks ago. He'd like to make it 2 wins on the season, but again, Oskin has not won yet this season. Oskin currently resides in the 19th place in the standings, gained 5 positions after Talladega. He's looking to have another tremendous run here at the Monster Mile. Been caution free through the first 18 laps of this race, now on to lap number 19 as Sam Medio leads the way here at Dover Downs. Here's Sear taking a look at Cruz, not able to get down there. Norris Harris on Crown. But as we look behind, you see Eric Monaco getting around the 43 of Mitchell Collins there for 18th on the racetrack. Marty Sakala, 2-time winner this season, getting around Priya McShane in the 0. And Oskin's teammate Kukulon running there behind Justin Zidell in the 62, back battling for the 21st position. Here's Chase Harris, another TRR car. He's running in the 14th position at the moment. But a 0.3 of a second lead for Sam Medio over Oskin. The first time we've seen somebody really able to gap second place while being up front. It is now half a second for Sam Medio over Oskin. Maybe Oskin's tires have just worn out, but Kanan Biller has also been drawing in on Christopher Alphabet there. 81 in the 3, and he's going to draw in a lot coming out of turn 4. And not able to make the move for third. And to the inside, he'll take a look off of 2. Not able to make the move there either. But Oskin closed in a little bit on Sam Medio for the race lead. Oh, here comes Biller to the inside of Alphabet for that 3rd position. And into 1, they'll remain side by side. And Biller's going to take the spot. Great driving by the Season 2 Series champion. And off of turn 2, Cologne goes up into the outside wall. Durrani will get by for that 9th spot. Winner of the spring Talladega race last year, Ryan Durrani in the Comfort Suites Chevrolet, having a good run here early on at the Monster Mile. Everybody still on the racetrack. Scott Upton running in the 40th position, the last car on the racetrack. Never mind, it's now William Brock, as Upton apparently got around the 00 for you last car fans out there. But here we are with a 3.5 second lead for Sam Medio, who has led the most laps so far, but we've had more lead changes in this race. I think, I could be mistaken, but I think we've had more lead changes just in those first few laps than any other Dover race in any series on this channel, and this has just been tremendous so far here in the Hersheypark 312. Here's Sear taking a look to the inside of Cologne, back there for the 10th position. We'll move Cologne outside of the top 10 as Cruz went up and hit the wall out of turn number 2, the 05. The handling may be going away on the Xbox Chevrolet there, but that brings Chase Harris back up into the mix for a 12th position on the racetrack. Meanwhile, Harris's teammate Oskin has now closed back up to Sam Medio, but bottomed out in the middle of turn 3 and 4, so Sam Medio will hold on to the lead, and maybe we could see Kanan Biller getting up into the 2nd position here, as he is gapped Alphabet greatly. Alphabet sits in 4th position, as Lewis and Henderson battling it out for 5th on the racetrack. They're nose to tail right now, and Lozano and Durrani gonna go at it now. Durrani looking for 7th there on Lozano as the caution comes out. And we had a big incident, looks like, in turn 1 and 2. Roberto Crown Jr. has a ton of damage on that car. And I think Biller had just gotten around Oskin. Yes, indeed. Saw him poke the nose ahead of the 83 at the line. But of course, I think Crown wasn't the only one. We'll have to take a look at the replay. Looks like he may have been hit. Maybe it was Perez. I see him going a little slow. But most of the field, if not everybody, is going to come down the pit road here. Oh, Thibodeau and Lightning get together there. Oh, don't get stuck, Thibby. He got stuck. Oh, that's just the epitome of PHR this season. Nobody else is stuck, so they will get going, but they got held up for that moment. Thibodeau, unfortunately, looks like he's going to lose a lap at least. Critical mistake for Thibodeau. Here's Collins coming down into the pits. Samadillo will lead the field off. Then Osgen, Alphabet, Biller, and Lozano beats Lewis off just barely. Then Durrani, Sear, Cologne, Monaco, Henderson. I believe that's the top 10 right there. As we watch the rest of the field coming down onto the pit road. Thomas Troxel trying to get ahead of Andrew Williams. I believe he will. It was really close at the line. And of course the cars that got held up there by Thibodeau getting stuck on the apron, and Thibodeau now able, the crew, to go to work on that car, and he will come back out onto the racetrack. And not that he lost too much ground, he was already very deep in the field when that incident happened. But we'll move him all the way back to the 39th position, as we only have one car out of the race right now. It's Roberto Crown Jr. in the 27. We'll take a look at what happened to him now as we work the first caution of the race here at the Dover Downs. Well, caution number 1's out here at Dover, and here's what happened. Roberto Crown Jr. hand grenades something on the front straightaway and tries to get down to the inside. Everybody else tries to take evasive action. He gets caught in the middle there, tries to get to the inside, but Elijah Gordon and Will Parrish are there, and Marty Zagala just barely gets by that 27. But then here comes Braden Perez. He's going to run into the back of the 27, trying to get by on the outside, and Priya McShane there in the 0 catches the front end of the 27, turns him back around the other way, and William Brock just narrowly gets a piece there. And Roberto Crown Jr. comes to rest on the apron there as Perez gets back going. Let's take a look at what happened at full speed. So here we are coming down the front straightaway. There, something just blows on that Buick and trying to get to the inside, not able to. And then here comes Perez, bam, right in the backside. And McShane comes in. William Brock gets a little bit of a piece there. You see the damage on this sub. Well, actually, a little more than just a little piece, but William Brock definitely took a dinging on the right side of that race car. But the pit cycle has happened. Field is going to be in the hands of, I believe it's Nicholas Samadillo on this restart. But the track is clear. We're good to go. So let's head to the restart here at Dover. Lights are off atop the pace car here at Dover, working the first caution of the race. Oh, Harris blows up right as we come back from looking at the replay. And Chase Harris is going to join Roberto Crown Jr. behind the wall here at Dover. Just as we were getting ready to get the green flag, something has just hand grenaded on that 23. The engine going away is souring here at the Monster Mile. The heart of the car beginning to go, but he'll just make it around in time to be out of the way of everybody else who's going to be restarting here. He was running in the 12th position. Unfortunately, Harris, his day has gone south, but it is Samadillo, Osgen, Alphabet, Biller, Lozano, the top 5 as we get the green flag. Let's go racing once again here at Dover. Samadillo, not a good restart. Osgen's going to take advantage. Down to the inside he goes. Everybody's on fresh tires now, fresh Pirellis. And there goes Osgen for the race lead. Alphabet will follow through. Biller and Lozano will probably do the same. Biller will, Lozano will. Samadillo's going to have to get to the inside before Lewis gets there. Will he be able to? He will not, and he'll continue to lose ground. Disaster for Nicholas Samadillo here on this restart. No grip up there on these fresh tires. The grip is all on the inside line. And it's going to take a little bit for these new fresh Pirellis to rubber in. Samadeo still slipping back on that outside. Could he get to the inside ahead of Wright? No. Thompson, he's going to get knocked up 3 wide as well, as Monaco Zidell will get to the inside. Now Samadeo still not able to get down there. But up front, Alphabet trying to chase down Oskin. Oskin will gap Alphabet. Now Samadeo finally gets back in line. He'll be in the 13th position for the time being. Eric Monaco going to try to move him up out of the way. Almost took Samadeo out, heading out of turn number 4. Samadeo dives ahead of the 25, trying to hold on. He'll slip back some more as Monaco gets to the inside. Kukulon and Troxel there as well. Mr. Edge is losing his edge here, just past halfway in the Hersheypark 312. He led the most laps, but now stuck, slipping back and slips up again. Whatever adjustment the crew may have made on the pit road has killed that 98 car, and he continues to slip backwards here just past halfway. But Sam and Oskin has moved to the point. Alphabet second, Biller Lewis battling for third. Lewis trying to catch up. This is the best opportunity he's had at a top 5 since the Daytona 500. And he is looking to take advantage of the opportunity. There he goes to the inside of Biller, looking for third. And he will not take the spot away just yet, but just about had it. Now Biller's going to slip up. Will Lewis get down to the inside? Yes, he will, off of turn number 4. They're side by side. At the line, it was Biller, I think. Yes, it was. But Lewis will have the advantage down on the bottom. Catch up on Samadeo as Durrani and Biller get up close and personal at a turn number 2. Almost took each other out, but a checkup on Samadeo and how far he's fallen. He's fallen to 25th since the restart. Just a colossal set of circumstances for Samadeo. A colossal, just a terrible piece of luck for Mr. Edge. Coming into this race, the points leader. And where does Trey Wright run on the racetrack? At least Samadeo could, well, actually Trey Wright's running 11th. So, with Samadeo running in 24th at the moment, he would only have the points lead by 2 points. Or no, he'd have it by 3 points since he's led laps. So he's got a bonus point at least for leading laps, and he's probably not going to end up leading the most laps at this rate, but he's going to lose another position to Henderson as he gets to the inside. So he'll move Samadeo back to the 25th position, but just trying to hold on now. He does not want to lose that points lead, but Trey Wright has moved up into the top 10. Samadeo slides wide once again, and now I believe if Perez gets by, Trey Wright would be your points leader coming out of the Hersheypark 312. A colossal collapse for Nicholas Samadeo here in the latter part of this race, but still, obviously, several laps to go. We're only on lap 46 of 63. So about 18 laps to go. We're coming about for 17 laps to go. Look through the back half of the field once again. Samadeo going to try to hold off Ace Garcia in 52 as Zidell goes wide, and his teammate Perez will get to the inside. That is back for the 24th position on the racetrack. Samadeo looking to pounce on the opportunity to try and gain some points back here so that he does not lose the points lead. The top 2 have gapped third on back. Ethan Lewis 2.3 seconds behind Sam Oskin, who is looking for win number 1 on the season. It would be the 5th of his points-paying career. Alphabet is looking for his second, the rookie in that 3. Won at Richmond The aforementioned green-white checkered finish there comes in 14th in the standings, actually tied with Trey Smith for 13th in the standings, although Alpha B would have the tiebreaker there with the race victory. But out of turn number 4, we'll see what the gap is this time, 0.53, so it's shrinking a little bit, but everybody's tires have got to be worn at this point. It's been a pretty long green flag run since the restart now. We restarted in the mid-30s. It's now lap 50. We're coming around for 13 laps to go. We also got to wonder, is everybody going to make it to the end? We'll have to see if pit strategy comes into play. We might have a fuel mileage finish here. But Osgen slips it wide through turn 1 and 2. He's got a 0.6 of a second lead over Alpha B now, coming for 12 laps to go. This next time, and Lozano slams the wall coming out of turn number 2. Truxell Biller will pounce on the opportunity, and Trey right there in the 95 try to get back up into the top 10. Remember, he's trying to take the points lead from Samadillo. Samadillo runs 23rd. That'll move Trey right up into the 10th position. The gap now for the lead, 0.45 the last time through. We'll see what it is this time. Osgen ahead of Alpha B, and it continues to shrink, 0.37, and I think we saw somebody down on the pit road. I thought we did. I guess not. It may have been just one of the pit signs I saw. I thought I saw Thibodeau down there, but nope. But they are closing in on lap traffic here. Eric Monaco, the 25. Osgen going to take the dive immediately to get around. What about Alpha B? He gets held up a ton. And that is a break that Osgen was looking for. He used Monaco as a pick to slow up Alpha B. And Alpha B, this might be a 1 second gap right here, at least. We'll see what it is. 1.02. So, yeah, pretty much 1 second. At least it just had the look of it. And here's Samadillo in the 98 as we look deep in the field. In behind Braden Perez, and Brock Nelson trying to take it 3 wide there on Cologne. Not able to, so Samadillo will stay on that inside, trying to get around the 99. That there is for 22nd, as East Garcia goes to the inside of Nelson. That will protect Samadillo for the time being, as he will get down to the inside. As you see, the pace has slowed up dramatically since the restart. What it was, they were flying around this racetrack, but now everybody's slowing up. We might be getting ready to see a pit cycle here before the end of this, because everybody's tires have just got to be a mess right now. We'll see if they'll be able to make it to the end. Samadillo now going to go after for Perez for 21st on the racetrack, and he'll take the spot. Trey Wright runs in the 10th position behind Caden Biller, and there's the lap car of Eric Monaco holding him up, and his teammate McLeese right there, 3rd in the standings. But 34 points behind Samadillo. Obviously, this is going to be a big gain for McLeese as well, but he's going to get up into his teammate. They contact out of 2. And Caleb Rose also down to the inside, 10th in points coming in, trying to get within a race worth of points coming out of Dover. Rose will get around Trey Wright, but he'll be in behind McLeese, and obviously with the tires worn, it is much harder to overtake at this point. We're coming around for 4 laps to go. Will everybody be able to make it home? Osgen looking for a win. Alpha B trying to close. Ethan Lewis from 3rd place comes down the pit road, and so far it looks like he's the only taker. But we gotta watch for everybody else. Will they be able to make it home? Osgen in the 83, your leader, will stay out. Is Alpha B gonna come down? Yes, no, he's not. Alpha B doesn't come down. Durrani, Cruz, Sear, everybody else looks like they're gonna stay out on the racetrack. So Lewis, so far, appears to be the only taker going down into the pits. We'll see if that changes. Here's Samadillo going after John Andrews, looking for the top 20 now. And he's going to actually get into 19th, with Lewis having come down the pit road. As we join back up in the lead, Osgen trying to coast it home now, 2 laps to go. We're coming around for the white flag this time. Does he have enough fuel to make it home? Out of 3 and 4, he will stay out on the racetrack looking for the white flag one more time around at Dover. 2.2 the gap. Alpha B looking to coast home as well. He's going to have a great points day here, but it's going to be another first-time winner this season, not in his career, but on the year. Sam Oskin will finally put a 1 in the win column in 2022. He wins the Hersheypark 312 at Dover Motor Speedway. 2.09 over Alpha B. Look for Trey Wright to cross the line. There he is in the 13th position, and Samadillo will cross the line in 21st, so he'll just escape with the points lead despite the second half chicanery that happened. He will still have the points lead, albeit barely. But a big attaboy to Sam Oskin that gets Trinity River Racing their second win of the year, and for the first time it's the Mack Tools Toyota. Not the first time in his career. He won 3 times last year, of course, Homestead, then Vegas, and then the Brickyard 400. But he finally gets one here in 2022, and that should move him up in the standings. He came in 19th. He might get up to the top 15 here with this W. We'll take a look in just a second as everybody else comes into the pits. We'll take a look at your finishing results here at Dover. Sam Oskin wins with an average race speed of 144.066 miles per hour by 2.088 seconds over Christopher Alphaby. Ryan Durrani 3rd, Paul Antoine Sierra 4th, Alejandro Cruz Jr. 5th, and then Thomas Troxel, Keegan Thompson, Kanan Biller, Kyle McLeese, and Caleb Rose round out the top 10, and we'll scroll through the rest of your standings here. 36 cars finishing on the lead lap. Monaco finishing 1 lap down. Lewis finishing 2 laps down. A gearbox failure for Chase Harris knocked him out before that last restart. And Roberto Crown Jr. was taken out in the only incident of the race. What a tremendous race here at Dover Motor Speedway. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Congratulations to Sam Oskin. First win of the season, 5th of his career. And we will now take a look at your driver's point standings, your owner's point standings, and we'll wrap it all up here at Dover. The next race is a crown jewel, the Turkey Hill Southern 500 from Darlington Raceway. That should be a tremendous race. Until then, hope y'all have a great and safe week. Hope to see you next weekend. Until then, y'all take care, stay safe, and have a good one. Welcome to the NOFSRL.